Good morning. Welcome back to Harvest Men. Used to be at Gina's place. I want to welcome everyone who has returned, and I'm continuing to ask that you like and share because these messages are getting down to the nitty gritty, and our Father's keeping us on that path and showing us the way and showing us what's going on around us. So now, on the last video I did, he had given me a word of wash the table in the message on yesterday, and I wasn't exactly sure what he meant. But right after I got off the video, I came and sat down, and there were things right in my face to explain to me what wash the table. It wasn't watch, it was wash, like soap and water wash. And as I sit down and started, looking at things, he dropped it in my spirit, like cleaning up those at the table. I was like, wow. Okay, Father, thank you. So that's what that means, cleaning up those at the table. Okay, Father. So let's start with a word of prayer and thanking Him for revealing that little message to me on yesterday. Father, I thank you for your pathway. I thank you for your lamp and your light of your word. We thank you for each and every message that you give us. We thank you for your divine angels that's protecting us and keeping us and that they're in place. We're thanking you for continue to watch over all your children and that you continue to open up their hearts and minds to receive what you're saying, even in your divine word. We thank you for each and every day, for the food on our table, to the finances, Father, to our health. We love you and we praise your holy name, and that your word doesn't go out void. And as I decrease, you increase, Father, and I praise your name. Amen. Okay, so on the 10th, on yesterday at 10 a.m. prayer, I heard him say, I have selected many. He said, now is the time for them to start out. He said, some now and some later. He said, much power comes from me. Yahshua says that he loves you guys too. He tells me that a lot. And then he told me to tell you to believe. He said, I have their plans. Nothing gets by me. And when I say there, we understand what their plans, what he's talking about. He said, believe it. He said, although I allow some things to happen, it's for a reason. He said, much will happen. He said, a 144 stand. He said, time is of essence. He said, I train all them. He said, leaders in place now. He said, waiting. He said, waiting. Let's see, I had something come in. It was distracting. Okay, he said, leaders in place now, waiting. He said, power. And he said, super. He said, unknown power. He said, only the elite play around with fake toys, not real compared to my power. He said, they know they can't win. Awareness is steady and ahead. Visualize fakeness at its best. Then he said, believe it. He said, come see mine, what I have, greatness like none other family. And he said, blessed behind it. He said, they play games to distract many. And he said, millions are already distracted with what is going on. He said, don't believe it. He said, let me see. Hold on one second. Let me confirm. He said, this is real. He said, it's real, but there's some fakeness there. He said, I will reveal. He said, believe it. I'm a revealer. Now it's time to show all things been hidden. And he's been doing that already because he had told me that last year, and little bit by little bit. It's a lot of things that's out there right now that people have been doing some research on, and they have been revealing. It's just some people's minds are just so closed. They inside of a box that's wrapped up with tape or whatever, and they can't come out because they've been living this type of life for so many years, and it's hard for them to believe. So you just have to pray for those people that they can't see but one-sided. They can't even see 160 degrees. Okay, so he said, now is the time to show all things been hidden. They are aware time is ending and things come out sooner. He said, be ready, hearts, mind, and soul. Well, that was me putting that there. Be ready, hearts, mind, and soul. And he told me to continue to echo this right here. Make sure that we are, practicing and letting it go. It's very important. It's going to be taken if you just don't do what he says to do. So we got to stay focused on his salvation, on his commandments, and just know that the blessings are around. So I want to share Isaiah 40:10 with you this morning. And he says, "Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy God. I will strengthen thee. Yea, I will help thee. Yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness." Okay, that was Isaiah 40 and verse 10. So you have time, you can go back and review that. So in my prayer time this morning, I'm going to go ahead and give this and not wait till tomorrow. March 11th, I just came out of prayer a little while ago. He said, "Mountains may fall, valleys may flow, but my people shall stand. Wind blows like whistles, dogs growl just like I'm coming for my people soon." And when he told me that, I was like, oh, he is being poetic this morning. I was like, amazing, amazing. He said, be ready, family. A lot is ahead. I'm starting more training for my people. So when he's saying that, it's probably more than just the 144. It's probably something else that he's going to be doing. I'm not sure. He didn't really be specific with that. He said, "Those not on board and don't know me, climb now. Much love." So he's saying, come on in, because he still has love and his grace is still there. So please continue to witness and try to win some souls. He said, even if you just do videos or whatever, he said, "I will begin to show you more." He was telling me that he was going to show me more. Then he says, "No fear." He said, "Family, I have you covered for upcoming events." He said, "My angels are there already. You just don't see them. You just don't see them now." He said, "Continue to speak to loved ones so they can come." He said, "Tell all whether they believe it or not." He said, "Tell them." He said, "They must be told." He said, "Love abounds and grief will be plenteous. So tell them." He said, "Be ready, hearts, minds, and souls." Many won't make it because of unbelief. He said, "Training is ahead." Again, so he didn't specify exactly. So it could be a wide range. It could be broad. I'm not exactly certain about that. So we just have to consider all things. That's what I do when he says training ahead. I just consider broad, broad spectrum of whatever, just a wide range. He said, "I will bless." He said, "Open eyes, sees much." He said, "Clear your throat for praise soon." He said, "Much love." And then he said, "Evil will fall. It's soon coming." He said, "You will see some, other will happen later." He said, "My children will be gone to a safe place." And then I was talking to him about something in prayer, but he was just letting me know that some of these WHITCs, if you understand what I'm saying, let me just do this. Let me put it on something. So that won't be censoring me. Some of those, he said, they not gonna make it. He said they won't stop. So I'm ending them. He said, "Tell the evil ones time is short." Just let them know time is short. Time is short. Because he spoke something to me on yesterday concerning those type of people. Time is short. Family, we could just wake up one morning and there could be a great calamity. There could be something that has happened that has taken a lot of people out or whatever. We just have to continue to pray, stay up, and let him allow his messages, his dreams, his prophets to deliver the message, the words, to help keep us focused on him. So I'm clearly saying this is Yah's lamp, his light for us. So as we're walking the path, his light, his word is lit. And we have to stay focused on that. We have to. And if you don't believe what he's telling me, like I always say, take it to him in prayer. Stop going around saying this is not, of God. This is not. And people are faking everything, because you have to be accountable for calling his prophets fake, and being abusive to them. Yeah, you're gonna have to pay for that. You're gonna have to give an account to him for that. So I'm saying, before you open your mouth and start going out saying certain things, like I have done with people I thought that wasn't real, I just prayed about it. And you wait on the answer, and stop saying, because this is what really irks me with people, especially with what's been going on. Oh, I prayed about it and I got a peace about it. That is not of God. That's not his way. You have to wait on him to answer you. Stop saying I got a peace about it. You get a peace about anything that you really want to do, or you really just whatever. Just wait on his word. Sometimes it takes him a while to answer. I have prayed about things and I have had to wait a few months. Sometimes he come to you when you least expect it, and you don't even have it on your mind. That lets you know that's him, because you don't even be thinking about it. It's nowhere near your thoughts. So let's just take time, get to know him and how he operates and how he moves, because sometimes these moves can cause a person to not be here, simply because we sit and say, oh, I got a peace about it. No, that's not how my father works. So get into the word, get into prayer, and get into fasting. And once you've done that, then you let it go and give it to him. Because sometimes, just because you think this is the time that you should get an answer, it may not be the time, because that other person may not be on board, or that situation or information may not be ready to be sent out. So family, I want to say I love you and I thank you for everything. I want to continue to stress, stay focused, make sure we're getting away from that. And I'm moving real fast so they won't see. Maybe I can just sit it. Yep. Just know. Yep. It's there. Okay. And he is definitely, he's a revealer of all things. Just know. Yep. Yep. And he is doing this too. So be blessed. He loves you. I love you. And have a great weekend, family. Bye.